We're still tracking developing news in Texas. Just in the past 2 hours, the governor says 109 people are dead and more than 160 people are still missing from last week's devastating floods. Search and rescue efforts are still ongoing as they continue to look for survivors. The National Weather Service issues warnings about deadly weather events like what we saw in Texas. And as those communities clean up, people are questioning the number of open jobs that agency currently has. Tonight, 10 Investigates reporter Rochelle Aline is keeping you safe, looking at those vacancies and how they could impact Central Ohio.
I'd never heard anything like that.
Strong winds.
And then we heard a thump.
And the crunch of damage.
If that chimney hadn't been there, probably this whole side of my house would be gone.
That's what tipped off Dave Grove to the EF1 tornado that hit his Hilliard neighborhood last year.
We're old, so we just slept through it, the sirens.
And after a year of rebuilding, he says he'll never miss another warning.
Now it's like we just pay very close attention when they're calling for tornado watches or warnings.
In situations where seconds matter, so do open job positions for the folks issuing those alerts. An internal document from the National Weather Service shows they have 83 open leadership positions across the country. According to that list, the Wilmington office that monitors Central Ohio is looking for a meteorologist in charge, or MIC.
The MIC is pretty much the office director.
10 Investigates spoke to the former MIC in Tampa over the phone about the nationwide shortages. Why does this matter?
The mission of the National Weather Service is to issue warnings for the protection of life and property. Very similar to what occurred early Friday morning in Texas with the flooding along the Guadalupe River. There was an urgent flash flood warning issued around 1:14 in the morning Central Time.
Monday, the White House said the NWS is exempt from federal hiring freezes. A federal spokesperson also told us they're working to temporarily reassign people to fill gaps and will soon start posting those open jobs. And when you consider how little time it took to turn his life upside down, Grove is hopeful those jobs are filled quickly.
In 5 seconds, his garage was ripped off of his house and impaled into my garage. It only took 5 seconds.
Really scary. And you know, Rochelle joins us now live. Rochelle, you know, that expert that you spoke with, he says those open jobs aren't the only challenge the National Weather Service is up against right now, right?
You know, that's right. So NOAA is the agency that oversees the National Weather Service. And recently they released their estimated fiscal budget for 2026. It includes cuts to things like the research program that helped develop the Doppler radar. They also help to monitor weather models. When I brought these cuts up to a spokesperson for the NWS, they told me to contact the White House. Yolanda?